It's going. Hi.
Hello.
Damn, why do I do that every
It
time?
wasn't that loud.
I always think it's loud in my
Hi.
head. Welcome back to another episode of The Lounge, where we talk about serious and unserious things.
Mostly unserious.
Today is September 3rd,
Dude.
2023.
Not to be that girl, but like I'm excited for like the leaves to turn.
Yeah,
Minnesota's so pretty
yeah.
in the August.
hmm
I love driving like from either South Dakota or Iowa to here because the drive is so pretty. Oh,
yeah, honestly, like this summer's kind of gone by like quickly, like really
yeah.
quickly. Um, it's kind of weird a little bit, but kind of looking forward to the fall and winter. Not for the weather, but just because I know I have a lot more time to myself. So yeah, no, it's been really quick. I feel like we've done a lot in the winter, or not winter, but summer. But like I can't remember most of
I
it.
feel like we didn't do that much.
I feel like
We
a lot.
did,
I
but we
feel like a lot.
didn't.
Not just us, but I'm just talking about like like a society,
Oh, okay.
like as a nation or whatever. Like there's a lot. You know how like they do like the whole like monthly things of what happened in each month.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like there's a lot that happened in the past like 3 months, and I'm just kind of like I just forgot about most of it.
That's fair.
But
We gotta pay back student loans this month. Actually, interest starts this month, and then next month is student loans. I'm sick. I never thought we'd see this day.
yeah,
I wasn't planning on paying them back.
yeah.
So,
But on the plus side, you did pay off your credit cards,
I'll tell her
so
my business. Yeah, whatever. My third time digging myself out of debt via credit
it's a
card.
good thing though.
Yeah,
We
now I
gotta
can.
celebrate each time. Hopefully, it's our last time celebrating.
It better be. What the hell? I just gotta pay off my student loans. You
And
wanna
then
pay it
you'll be
off for me?
straight. Not right now.
Oh, you will later. I got
I
a list sugar
consider it.
daddy.
I consider it if I until I have like money.
No, they're gonna be paid off by then.
Oh, so then never mind.
You can pay me back
No, pay you back for what?
for not paying off my student loans.
No, that's not how it works. Yeah. Um. So here's a little recap for the past couple days. Um. Yesterday we went to the Minnesota State Fair.
Bro, that it shoot us up and spit us out.
We initially was gonna go to the Renaissance Fair, but then she had won two free tickets at her workout class. Um. So we decided to go to the State Fair. And we just kind of went there.
Didn't have a real plan. And then
Yeah,
I kept hearing from other people at class, like, this food you need to try and this food you need to try. So I had a loose mental list of things I wanted to try. But I was hungry by the time I got there, so I just stopped at the first place I could get food. And girl, it cost me like $28. I was like, oh, forget that food fair food is expensive.
yeah,
So the only thing on my list we tried was the pineapple dole ice cream. That actually was really good.
yeah.
Yeah. But you had like something else.
So I had what's it called? So I had alligator. I've never had alligator
Oh, I
before.
was talking about the ice cream, but
Oh shit.
go ahead.
Yeah. So I had the strawberry lemonade swirl.
Yeah. It was sweet.
Yeah,
Mine was sweet but not as sweet as that. It was really good. I wish we would have tried it.
yeah.
Okay, go ahead. Tell me what you tried.
I had alligator. Um, I didn't really. I heard that it was supposed to taste like chicken, so I kind of went into it with the idea that it's gonna taste like chicken, but I didn't know what it was gonna look like. So yeah, we went, got alligator. I got like alligator nuggets. Um, and the way I kind of judge food is if it tastes good without sauce. If it tastes good without sauce, then it's good. But if it doesn't, and you have to use sauce to eat it, then it's not really that good. So I had it without the sauce, and it was pretty good. Not too shabby. It does taste like chicken, but if anyone's never had like alligator, and they're curious in what it kind of like tastes like, it does taste like chicken, but it has like the texture of like like a tougher, not super tough, but like a tougher, chewier, um, like piece of fish. actually.
Didn't always say like catfish.
Yeah, like catfish or something.
But
Like the texture of catfish, but
Yeah.
not catfish.
Weird.
But it was good. I had it with barbecue sauce.
The hush puppies in the bowl basket were surprisingly really good. I really liked them.
They were cool.
Did you try them? Okay.
I had one, but I wasn't really like, I wasn't really hungry at the time. I was just kind of like, we're already over here. Let me try it.
Hmm.
So yeah, I got that, and then I got cheese curds for the first time ever. I got the jalapeno cheese curds, and basically I just came to the realization that they're kind of like mozzarella sticks, but like nugget form, and maybe like a different kind of like that. Curds are deep fried, while the mozzarella sticks are like battered.
Battered and fried.
Yeah, battered and fried. So, but they're pretty much the same to me.
Do you have a preference?
I don't really have a preference, honestly. It just depends on what I'm eating at the time.
Okay.
Um,
If I were to answer the question, I'd prefer mozzarella sticks, anyways.
yeah, I don't know. I like cheese curds because it's like bite-sized, so it makes it nice.
Yeah, nothing's more disappointing than a mozzarella stick you bite into and the cheese just comes out
Yeah,
with the shell.
yeah. So I don't know, but those are like my main two things I had. We were gonna go to Sweet Martha's, but I was just over the day. It was hot as hell outside, so
And then the lines and
yeah.
the line for Sweet Martha's. We weren't even there for more than 3 minutes. And then Dre's like, let's go. Let's go get the ice cream.
Yeah, I was kind of over it by that point. So
I wanted to try the sticky ribs, but I didn't know what they were, and I wasn't married to the idea of trying them, so I didn't like look very hard. If they came across them, I would have tried them, but they did just sound good.
she also wanted to try the pickle pizza.
Yeah.
She did change her heart on that as well.
Yeah, and the line when we actually passed it was long.
Pretty long. There was two lines actually.
Oh, there was.
There was one while we were walking by. There was one on the opposite side. Yeah.
There was a person staying in line for the pickle pizza, and their shirt said pickle, which I thought was really funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was just a lot. If it was like 70 degrees, oh my gosh, we could have been there all day. But also, I'd worked out that morning, so my legs were really tired.
We also played some carnival games. I came to the conclusion that they be cheating somehow, some way, shape, or form. We went to the one where we shoot two shots to
Basketball.
you have to make two shots to get a prize, and after the two shots it's 6 tickets. So
or 2 shots of 6 tickets.
Yeah, for 2 shots of 6 tickets. So obviously I made what on the first try I made the first no I missed the first attempt, then I made the second attempt, then I left because the only thing I bought was 6 tickets. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna have to double back. So I went, got more tickets, came back, shot again, made it my first attempt, and then missed my second attempt, and then Mercy shot after that.
I airballed the first.
Airballed the first.
Hit the rim on the second, right?
Hit the rim on the
After
second.
they let me scoot up.
Yeah.
And then they gave me a third try.
They gave me a third try. And I'm saying this, I'm mentioning this because I'm coming to like a realization, like there's just a lot of stuff that's been happening a little while, and I'm just kind of like, sometimes I want to be a girl sometimes just because I get the benefit off of things that like I would like to have. We were at the Mall of America, was it Friday?
Mm-hmm.
We did a little shopping, and I needed to get some Fenty moisturizer.
He's bougie.
I'm a little bougie.
He cares about
a
his
little bougie,
skin.
babe. I'm showing love to Rihanna, man. Supporting the black businesses. So I'm going there. We go to Sephora, and we find the moisturizer. We're sitting in line, and there's quite a bit of a line. This lady comes up, and she comes up to Mercy, and she's like, "Hey, are you guys paying with a card at all?" And Marcy kind of like was hesitant, but she like looked back at me, and I was like, "Yeah, we're paying with card." So she's like, "Okay, I can take you guys over here." So she takes us to like a different spot, And then as we were sitting there, she was like looking at Mercy. She was like, "Do you have like a Sephora a rewards gifts or da 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 da? Do you have an email with Sephora?" And she was asking her questions the entire time. Keep in mind, this trip is for me. The item was in my hand. I answered the question of paying for the item myself. So we got to the spot. She was still asking Mercy questions. I'm like, whatever. It's fine. It's cool. So as she's asking a question, she's like staring Mercy dead in the eyes, right? Like just deep in her soul. And I'm over here thinking to myself, like, she hasn't looked at me once this entire transaction. But okay. So she's like, all right, you could pay with card, whenever. Keep in mind, she's still looking at Mercy this entire time. So I'm rummaging through my bag, and I pull out my wallet, I pull out my card, and I walk up to the thing, and I pay for it, put in my PIN and everything, and I take it out, and then take a step back after it approved, and then she looked at Mercy again, and she's like, "Would you like a receipt?"
It was really awkward.
And I was thinking to myself, why is she asking Mercy? Like, why is she looking at her the entire time and not me at all? And I'm the one with the item in my hand. I'm the one that said, yeah, I'm paying with card. I'm also like, Mercy's looking at me half the time, trying to like figure out if like I
The whole time.
want to answer. And I'm looking back at Mercy like, are you seeing this? Like, keep in mind, this isn't the first time this has happened where like we were like last year
in Chicago.
Yeah, Chicago Giordano's. We were getting some pizza, and their waiter was just talking to Mercy the entire time, like, acknowledging her. And I'm over here thinking to myself, like, I'm here. I don't know what's happening right now, but
See, that's so interesting because like the difference between those two events, like I did not notice at all at Giordano's that the guy was only talking to me and not addressing Dre. And I'm wondering how you even ordered if he wasn't even looking at you. Like, but I don't remember the moment very well because it didn't. Nothing raised any bells to me. But this
yeah.
time it was really
But
awkward.
see, the waiter he looked at you a lot more than he looked at me,
Oh,
but he
okay.
did look at me a little bit.
Okay.
So I was able to order something. But with the lady at Sephora, there was
No, never
there was
addressed Dre.
nothing. I
It
was
was
like,
awkward
whoa,
because like you said, we were there for you, and I can't answer your question for you.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Are you paying with card? Do
Yeah.
you have a membership?
Yeah.
So every time she'd ask me a question, I would just look at Dre
Yeah.
and then answer because
Yeah.
it was just it looked weird. Like she probably thought like I didn't know how to answer myself, or B, like you were controlling, and
Yeah,
it
I
was
was
just
like,
weird. Very
yo, I'm thinking to myself, like, what kind of like, we're supposed to live in this like progressive world, right? Why can't a man get moisturizer for himself? Like, why she
What
assume?
is your assumption? Like, what is your takeaway? What do you think she was thinking in her head? Did she think it was for me, or what do you think
I
she
don't.
thought it
Well,
was?
that's the thing I'm confused by because, well, there's a few different things or scenarios. One, it's Sephora, and 90% of the customers there are women.
Mm.
So she's used to probably interacting with women than she is with interacting with men. But it doesn't mean that there aren't men in there because I was seeing men in there, just not a lot.
Girlfriends or even themselves.
So that's one thing. But even then, if she's used to, there's still two people at this transaction, so you gotta at least look at both of them at some point in time. That didn't happen at all. Secondly, a second idea I had was, is it like a weird, like, you know, women have never been acknowledged in life and on dates, so men are always in control and da 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 da. So I'm going to overcompensate and just give the woman attention. I'm thinking like, I don't know if that's a reality for her. I don't want to put that on her, but it's like, it was very like apparent that like there was no intention on looking at me. So I'm like, all right, fine. And then there was a third one that Zoe brought up with like the concept that she probably thought, or she may have thought was attractive, and to overcompensate, she just looked at Mercy to not like come off weird. But
I like usually in a situation I can make an assumption like, oh, this is probably what happened. I genuinely have no idea what happened. Another thought I was thinking, but maybe she thought she knew you. Or you
why would she look at you?
Maybe
She thought she knew me. That
I just don't know. I don't know. It was just quite the situation. It was the first store we stopped at, so when we walked away, we
I
talked about
was
that
like,
for a good like
what the
five
fuck is
minutes at
happening
least.
here? I don't know. Like Mall of America is becoming like one of those like really weird places for me now because it's like
Oh,
that happened at Sephora. Then there was the watch people
have we ever talked
that
about
was like
that on the pod?
I don't think so. But we a couple months back we were looking for watches. I was looking for watches because I was interested in getting one. But I wanted to get like a nice one. And so we stopped at one watch location, and I saw a watch that I really liked. I think was it this one or was
I
it?
think so.
There was a few, but this one was one of them that I took interest in. But I didn't have the money to buy the watch at the time, and I didn't want to use a credit card. Did I have a credit card at the time?
Hey, yeah, you did.
I just yeah, so I probably just didn't want to use the credit card because it was probably shit on the credit card already. I wanted to pay off first. So we went to a different place, watch place in the mall, because I just wanted to look around, see what all the options are. We go to the second place, and as soon as we walk in, a guy comes in. He's like, "Can I help you with anything?" And I was like, "No, we're just kind of here, just looking around." Just, okay, well, let me know if you need any help or any assistance. I'm over here. I'm like, cool. Normal, interaction. As we're walking through the mall or through the watch place, a dude was just following us the
Was
entire
it the
time.
same guy that talked to us at first? Or
No,
no,
it
it
was a
was someone
different
else.
dude. Yeah,
Okay.
it was like two. Like it was the main dude, and then it was the dude that was in the corner. But as we were walking by, looking around, like he was just following us everywhere, and it just felt really like I don't even know. I don't even think he said anything to us. He just followed us around. It was kind of like weird.
I've never, to my knowledge, because I don't be paying attention, I've never been followed around in a store like that.
Yeah,
It was so weird and uncomfortable. They made us feel uncomfortable and
yeah.
unwelcome.
And I think the part of the reason why I was kind of like hyper aware of it because at the first the first place, Fossils, I think it's called. Um, I was looking at a particular watch that I was interested in, and the lady was trying to direct me into a cheaper watch. And I was thinking to myself, why are you like? I like this watch. Yes, it's expensive, but it's still kind of within my price range. I'm willing to pay money for. But she's over here like, yeah, this is nice, but and then she started pointing me at something cheaper. I'm thinking to myself like, why would you do that? Like, I don't know. It's just like that kind of like subtle, and I don't want to because this kind of goes into later in the conversation that I plan on talking about. But I don't want to use like the term like racist or anything or stuff like that. But it just made me feel like you can't afford this, so let me guide you into a different direction of what to get. And I'm just kind of like, I don't really fuck with that. Like, if a
Yeah.
customer wants this particular thing and they have the money to pay for this particular thing, then let them take interest in it.
Yeah.
But
Going back to when we were at the other, not Fossil, but the other, I can't remember the
yeah,
name of the store, but I just wanted to add on, like, we were, all the watches there, like, Fossil has their watches on display. The other store I went to, they're all behind glass. So
hmm
it's weird that they need to even follow us around. Like, what are we going to do? Jump behind the glass, open
yeah,
it, grab it, and get, like, there's no way that we're going to be
yeah.
able to pull off
And
some
then
kind of heist.
then we still got to run out the mall.
Yeah.
So it's like,
So it's just weird, very weird energy. And I was trying to point out ones that Dre might like, and he was trying to look at it. But by the time we got to a certain point, I was just like, "You want to go?"
yeah, I was just, yeah, we were just uncomfortable the entire
Yeah,
time. So
sucks.
I don't know. I just been having weird interactions at like the mall lately where I'm just kind of like, why y'all like this? Like,
Yeah, store number 3,
yeah.
add to our
So
burn list.
I don't know. I've just been noticing that, and then like I said to Mercy, like sometimes I kind of like wish I could be like a girl a little bit. It's like she got three free throws. Like,
I got one free one.
well, where's
Oh, 3 total. Not
3 in
just get
total?
2.
Yeah, yeah. You technically got 3 because I paid for it. So 3. You understand what I'm saying?
No,
You look confused.
I do. I am confused.
I pay for the tickets.
Yeah.
You never had to pay for the tickets.
Oh, yeah.
So you got 3.
I'm just a girl.
Well, yeah, I don't know. I just felt kind of like I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. I thought it was kind of interesting, kind of how like that Sephora interaction was, and is there some kind of phenomenon now where like I don't know, like I really don't know. I don't have the answer for that.
No.
We probably gotta go out more and see, test it out a little bit more.
If I get free stuff.
No, that's
Oh,
like
we
just
can do
how
that.
people treat you versus how people treat me.
Oh, sure, sure.
Yeah.
Can you think of any other times where I got something free while you were right there? Or you just mean does it matter if you're there or if you're not there?
Um, I don't know. It's just in general, I guess. Like just kind of like places that we frequent or we would go to, and they give you something more than they would give me.
I don't know. And I think it does matter. We have two different personalities. Like I'm more likely to strike up a conversation with like a waiter or someone servicing wherever we are, and you aren't. You'll answer if they start striking up with
Yeah,
you.
and I'm not a dick either. I'm
I
not
know. I'm not
rude.
saying. I know. I'm just saying I'm more chatty,
Yeah.
and that makes people feel like I'm. Ah, there's a whole like beer bottle down here. Don't mind me. But I'm more likely to being chatty makes you seem friendlier. Not that you like if someone were to ask you a question, you wouldn't answer. You would,
Yeah.
but I feel like you're less likely to strike up a conversation.
Well, yeah, no, I'm not about to force a conversation. I don't like small talk like that. But
Sure, that's fine. I will though.
I
And
know, but I guess for me, it's like, why? How's most men aren't like that. Most men aren't like striking up conversations like that in
I'm talking about
general.
you.
But what I'm saying is, in general, what's a in scenarios between, let's say, men and women, or just you and I, the chances of you, like I've gotten free shit before,
Mm-hmm.
right? And I've never done anything or acted any different. It's just
And that's
been
fine.
myself.
I just feel like you're more likely to get free shit if you are more chatty or relatable to that person. And you can only become more relatable if you talk and share things with them.
I don't know. Oh, you didn't say anything to the basketball guy.
No,
You still got
I'm just saying
closer to the
more
thing,
likely.
and you still got extra. So I'm like, I don't
I'm
know.
not saying every
I
single.
know, I know, I know, I know,
Okay.
I know. But like, I don't know. Either way, um, yeah, it's a strange thing that's been I've been noticing a lot. But who knows? Um, kind of thinking about that time where we went to the Timberwolves game, and I was like, we were waiting in line, and the guy's like, "You need to smile" or something like
To
that.
you, right?
Yeah, we were like, yeah. You know how girls hate
Me
that?
hugging. Yeah.
Yeah.
Guys don't ever get that. Was it a
I
fat guy
just,
that said that to you?
yeah. I'm like, what if I don't want to smile? What if I'm just chilling?
Welcome to our world.
I smiled though. I smiled because he said it. That way he said it was kind of funny to me, but like, still.
You know, a thought too was I got stopped like 6 times yesterday because of my fan. I wonder if you had been carrying a
He
fan.
probably want to say shit.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, people were fiending over my fan.
Yeah.
Home Depot or Lowe's. I have no idea where I got this. Do you remember where I got this? I think it was Home Depot.
I have gotten. I don't want to make it sound like I've never gotten anything like nice or out of randomness. I have been complimented before, um, from other men and from other women, so it's not like it's like absolute thing with just men and women. But I just think it is a little. It's been happening a lot lately. I guess that's just kind of how I look at it. It's just like, damn.
Maybe not even happening a lot. Maybe you're just now realizing it. I don't think anything's increased more than usual.
Yeah.
In my life, nothing's changed. So must be you noticing it more.
Yeah. Anyways, that was our little moment that we had.
We never did like a check-in at the beginning.
How are you feeling today?
I'm feeling hot. It's warm out here. But I've been sleeping good this week. My sleep schedule has been whack since like June, May. I've been sleeping good. I've been chilling. No longer in credit card debt. Nothing interesting really has been happening. Still, working, editing photos, all that good stuff. Mentally preparing for the fall, for the pretty colors. It's still very green. I'm looking around here. It's very green. How about you?
I've been busy. School started a couple of weeks ago. I just got done my first course. Um, Learning a lot. Um, learning a lot about just plumbers in general. I guess this is a topic that we can kind of get into, kind of on the whim. We want to talk about something else, but this is something that I should bring up. But like the perception of workers in in the world. When you think about some of the jobs that people don't, they look at and be like, you don't want to become that. They're also one of the most important people in the world. Like when you think of garbage men, most people have this negative kind of connotation or this negative perception of garbage men. But if you think about life without garbage men, just you being able to put garbage in your thing and then rolling out to the end of the thing to get it taken away somewhere so you have a new empty thing, like where are you going to put your garbage at, you know? um and how that kind of goes into cleanliness and safety. When we talk about janitors, without janitors who's cleaning and sanitizing the schools, the buildings that we work in, without those janitors, a lot of nasty shit will probably be happening. And what I'm learning about plumbing's one of those things where, you go into it with this perception of plumbers are like these dudes that clean up poop and fix toilets sinks. That's it. And they're way more important than that. My instructor, shout out to John, he had said to the class one day, he said, imagine, living in your house and you can't use your toilet, you can't use your sink, you can't use your shower, and you have nothing to cook food with. And see how much your life changes within 5 days. Um, that's what it's like to not have plumbers in society. Just imagine living in your house and not being able to use any of that shit. Like how do you move in the world? And I think it's just really fascinating how we have like these really weird perceptions of like people in the workforce that like do really important things.
The essential workers.
The essential workers.
Like people want to talk about people who work at McDonald's. Oh, you don't want to end up working at McDonald's. People who work at McDonald's are blah 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 blah. Well, if there's no one working at McDonald's, how are you going to get your frappe each morning or
Yeah.
your, egg McMuffin?
People who work at grocery stores, like people probably look down at people that work at grocery stores, but like how do you who's going to restock everything on the shelves for you to even get the materials
Very
for you
nice,
to clean,
tidy,
cook,
orderly.
yeah, any of that stuff. It's just gonna be a free for all. It's not gonna be organized at all. It's just gonna be randomly everywhere, and you're just gonna have to search throughout the store for every little thing because nothing's organized, or things might be outdated. Who's checking in to see if it's even expired or not? Like these people are very important to maintaining society, and we look down on them, and it's really strange.
I feel like at some point essential workers were like praised for like 2 seconds at the beginning of the pandemic, and then people were like, oh, okay, now get back to work. You got your moment to shine. Let's move on now.
It's crazy. And yeah, I don't know. I'm just thinking more and more like how backwards I think society is. Just more and more like why are essential workers like not being paid much while like the least essential people get paid like a lot?
Entertainment versus like teachers.
Yeah. It's so strange. Kind of going back to our last pod just pertaining to like teachers and education and stuff like that. But like these people are nickel and diamond in fucking uh an economy that's just shit. Just ass. And they're like the most important people, one of the most important people in the world, and we're just kind of like, oh, damn, that sucks. We're gonna donate some pencils for you guys to use, but like, we need more than just donations for these people. People complain about, oh, plumbers, it's so expensive to get a plumber, but like if you think about what the plumbers actually do, it makes sense why they're so expensive.
Also, it seems like the price of plumbing and having that service is going to go up in the future.
Yeah, because another thing that I'm learning is the demand of plumbers in the workforce is getting higher and higher because the average age of a plumber is like 50s, around that age, and they're retiring soon. But there are more people retiring from plumbing than there are people going into plumbing. So, there's going to be less and less plumbers available to actually do the things that need to be done to maintain society. So then it's just going to, the prices are going to go up.
So if you're watching this and you're not sure what you want to do with the future, consider a trade.
Yeah, really. There's so many things that I've learned over the course of time. It's not just about plumbing, but even just other trades. Every trade is very important for particular reasons, and I don't think people really understand it. Like when we think about electricians, think about all this shit that's electrical in your house that you use. Imagine not being able to use it, or carpentry, or HVAC. HVAC is like venting, air conditioning. Imagine living in Arizona
Oh,
and you don't have AC.
okay, question. What does HVAC stand for?
Great question. I used to know, and I can't remember. We can look it
HV
up.
and then air conditioning. Hydro, the voltage, air conditioning. Hi.
Heating, ventilation, and air conditioning.
I was right, 50%.
Good job. But yeah, imagine living in Minnesota like we are, and we don't have any heat during the winter.
Gosh.
There's just once again, there's a lot of things that we go day to day without, or we go in life and we just kind of willy nilly have it, and we don't really realize how important these things are until it's taken away.
Or how some things we have are a luxury. You're
Yeah.
pointing out how some cities are built upon plumbing systems that are made of wood still.
Yeah, there's a lot of there's still cities out in the United States of America that have uh, infrastructure, like infrastructure that is still wooden. Keep in mind that we've been updating different areas that are more, I don't know the terms for it quite yet because I'm still learning.
Oh.
Not visible, but just like the material that we use for plumbing, the pipes that we use is better for digestion, just less contamination in the water.
Health,
just overall health. So we have updated in some areas, but then there's still areas, especially in really big cities, that have wooden pipes. We're in 2023 and there's wooden pipes that are being used to still use for sewage or
it's bad for sewage too?
just in general.
Oh.
Just we need to update shit. And instead of updating it, we just built new buildings on top of it.
It looks pretty, but the foundation.
Yeah, it's what is it? It's kind of I don't know. We just kind of do shit that looks. It's I don't know how to explain it. How the surface of it looks really good, but then when you get inside of it, it's fucking terrible.
Yeah, I feel like that's what they did with my last apartment. That's an old ass building, crusty ass building, and they just painted some walls, threw up some new light fixtures, put some wood over some walls, and called it a day.
So yeah, I don't know. It's just been a time to kind of sit back. Also, another thing that I've learned was, in the United States, there's a native reservation. I can't remember the name of it in Arizona that can't even get water because potable water because of, for one, they're not technically a part of the U.S. government, so the government's not providing them with any plumbing, and the cost of plumbing in that area is about $100 million, which is something that they don't have. So instead, they go to these factories that have water, but it's not good water.
Does that sound right?
The Navajo Nation Reservation. Yeah, that's probably it. So they go and they go to this facility that has kind of water in it, but the water has arsenic in it, which causes cancer and lesions.
And I googled it, and if you boil water with arsenic in it, it just decreases the worst of arsenic, which is so insane.
So there are people in the United States of America most of the time when people think about like people not having potable water, the first thought is Africa. Like first place is there, and it does exist there, of course. But like people don't think that like the United States has issues like that. But really, like it's everywhere where Native Americans don't have anything.
And it's not just reservations. Flint, Michigan,
Flint,
places in
Michigan, yeah.
Louisiana, like it's all too common
Like
here.
how long it took Flint, Michigan Navy to get to this point in time to like it started in 2016 and it's 2023 and they're still working on shit to get the lead out of the water. So yeah, I don't know. I've just been learning a lot and it's been kind of like a little bit depressing but eye-opening. Makes me a little excited just because it feels like I'm serving a purpose that helps people.
Your job is a service job.
Yeah,
it's not looked at.
Yeah. It's essential service, and it's not just like some. I don't know. There's jobs out here that are like cool and like upcoming, but it's not as important as this. And I'm doing something very important, and I'm learning about it in detail. So I'm really happy. Can't wait to learn more. And in a few months, I'm gonna know a lot. So, but anyways, what was our next conversation?
Hopes that men and women, well, different hopes that men versus women have going into dates.
So
we
yeah,
talked about this the other day.
I can't remember how the thought popped into my head, but I was looking at something or was listening to something, and they were talking about men and women and dating, and I was just thinking to myself like, I asked Mercy this because I was very curious, like, and I'll ask you right now, just for people to like see, but like, when you went in to go in for a date, did you go into the date thinking that you're trying to impress this person that you're interested in, or did you just kind of date to experience the person?
I mean, it depends on what kind of date. Is it someone that you're hoping to date, or is this a casual date?
What do you mean?
Is it someone you're hoping to be in a relationship with, or you don't really care? But either way, if you're going into
both.
So if I don't really care if it ends in a relationship, no, I don't really. I'm just like, oh, I'm here. The worst that's gonna happen is I walk away with a funny story,
Mm-hmm.
But I was nervous for our first date because I liked you, kind of. Fuck. So, but yeah, I don't really have like hopes that like they're gonna. Maybe it's just me too, but I'm not sitting here thinking, oh, I hope this, I hope that. I'm just like, I hope he isn't like. The only hopes I have is like, I hope he isn't weird or scary or like stalkerish or the bad things. I'm not really like pressed if he likes me, because if he doesn't, then oh well.
Yeah, but so that's what I was kind of getting at was like when you go into it, you don't really think like I'm doing something or I'm gonna say something or I'm gonna act a certain way to impress them.
I wasn't trying to impress you.
Yeah, you were just kind of like there.
I was hoping you liked me for me.
Yeah. And I think that when guys go onto dates, doesn't matter if it's for something serious or for something casual, we tend to go into it with this idea of like impressing. And I think that's where a lot of mistakes are being made.
Do you feel like you personally go into dates trying to impress?
When I first started dating, yeah, I went into it with the idea of impressing because that was literally how it's taught to you. I don't think men are taught self-value as much as women are being taught. So for men, it's more so like you as a guy, you have to do things for this woman in order for you to get said woman. So that requires you to impress this woman. If you can't impress her, there's no chance of you getting her. So the things that we do to impress a girl, let's say at a nightclub, we're gonna try to hit her with a one line, or offer her not only her but all of her friends drinks. We gotta be funny. We have to do these things to impress the girl that we're trying to get. So there's no self-value in any of it yet. It's just, this is what we gotta do to get the girl. And that's how I went around dating in general, was just like, all right, I gotta hit you with a pickup line, because that's a thing that girls like, I guess.
Have you ever have you ever approached someone with a pickup line?
I've never physically approached anyone with a pickup line because that's not me, but I've done it over apps, which I actually hated because it isn't me at all.
Yeah.
So
what have you said?
I can't think of any off the top of my head.
Okay.
If I'm being frank with you, I just looked the shit up and then copy and paste.
Yeah,
I
me
didn't.
too.
I didn't. I'm not about to spend what valuable mental energy on each person to use a pickup line with, and it not go far. That just seems like a waste of time. So I rather just copy paste or say what's up and then keep. Actually, I learned to get straight to the point and just say, hey, you want to go out for a drink? I'm not about to sit here and do pickup lines with you. And that actually worked a lot better for me than just hitting the pickup line thing.
Mhm.
But yeah, it was just a thought process that I had. I was like, I think if men, I don't know, I could be wrong, but I think that men need to have a little bit more self value in themselves. But I don't know how they could operate with self value and then also approaching because it still requires you to impress the girl.
Do you think? Yeah. Do you think it's required to impress a woman?
Yeah,
Hmm.
literally, it's always thought of like women are the ones that like men go after. Women don't go after men.
Well, yeah. I mean, men could still go after women, but is the goal impressing?
Well, yeah, that's how you get the
Don't you?
girl.
You don't have to. You always have to impress someone for them to like you.
Well, that's what I mean by impressing. Impressing
Oh,
is to get the girl
okay.
to like you.
Okay.
So, in order for you to get the girl to like you, you have to do something or offer something that the girl would like.
Okay.
So, how can a guy go about dating? Because once again, if a girl's just sitting there, she doesn't have to do anything to impress the guy. She has to hear what he says, and if she's interested, she'll continue with the conversation. If she's not, she's gonna try to get a girl, or she's gonna try to politely deny the guy.
Mhm.
But she doesn't have to do anything to impress the guy. She's just there.
Mhm.
Not saying she doesn't do anything to impress. Let's say, for example, girls do like get dressed and hair makeup done, but they always say that they do it for themselves. So that's why I didn't use it as an example because they, yeah, I find different ways. But like just off the simple fact of being somewhere, I don't think it's as common for a guy to just be standing somewhere, and a girl come to the guy and try to impress him.
Unless you're you. You
Unless
got
it's me.
you just
That's
got that
happened.
riz,
Yeah,
the unspoken riz. You know what I'm saying?
so- Anyways, I was probably nasty. I'm so sorry. Y'all saw that on camera. You about to delete that? I don't
Oh my
know.
god.
Anyways, yeah. So I think that um, I don't know how. I feel like because I think that's where a lot of resentment comes in.
Can I stop you?
Yeah.
You know what with all this?
No, I don't want to hear your idea.
Relationship cards.
No, no,
Yeah.
no. That doesn't. That literally is the added step. It doesn't do anything.
It would work so well. I'm
Literally,
telling y'all.
literally, with relationship cards, the only people handing out relationship cards would probably be the guy, and he's probably going to have something on the card to impress the girl. So once again,
No.
it's you still have to do the exact
In a
same
world where relationship cards existed,
thing. No,
men and women equally would approach
no.
each other.
And the girls are gonna be collecting fucking relationship cards like Yu-Gi-Oh cards
Oh
just to
my
share with their girls.
god.
Like, oh my god, look at these. Like I have like nah, it's just gonna be
Maybe
real nasty.
okay, fine. The prerequisite to even attaining a relationship card is you have to like pass like a men and women should approach each other equally.
They're not doing that.
In a
They're not
perfect
doing that.
in my world, Mercy 2024, that's what would happen.
They're not doing that.
Thank you for listening. Vote Mercy 2024 on your ballots. It's not gonna be like on there, you have to like write it in, but like you should vote for me. Actually, I don't know if I actually want to be president, but like that's an idea.
Y'all not doing that. I know for a fact y'all not doing that.
Whatever.
They literally have an app out right now for women to make them first move, and girls let me do that.
Wow.
Bumble.
I've never heard of it.
Yeah, you okay. Anyways, yeah, I don't know if there's like a way for guys to really like. First, guys have to learn like a healthy self value because I think that's another thing that people could take away from this and get wrong. You have to have like a healthy level of self value, not like the cocky or I'm too good for you kind of
I'm
thing.
a high
Just,
value man.
yeah, I hate those kind of guys. Like, no, don't be that guy. Yeah, let me go into guys real quick. Don't be some alpha, quote unquote alpha. I hate the term alpha, so just clear that out. I hate the term alpha, but those guys are like, I'm an alpha.
It's a spider.
Yeah, It's
You
like,
saw that?
yeah, I've been seeing that.
Oh.
Some alpha male that high self value and what do you bring to the table? Actually, let's get into that real quick because
Yeah.
I also hate that. What do you? It's not alive. It's dead.
Oh, okay, okay.
The what's it called? The guys that ask, "What do you bring to the table?" Please stop. Please stop doing that. You guys are stupid. And the reason why I say you're stupid because you can literally figure out what a girl brings to the table. Oh my God. Just by asking specific questions. You don't have to say, what do you bring to the table? That's like literally the dumbest thing ever. Literally, all you have to do is just ask about what she likes to do, what she does for herself. And if any of that stuff matches up with who you are as a person, then that's what she brings to the table. If she doesn't say anything that you like, then she's not the one for you.
Yeah, don't try to
If you
mold someone into
say,
someone
yeah,
she's not.
if you say, what do you bring to the table? You're giving her space to lie. And that's not gonna be good. You're gonna give her a space to say whatever she thinks
Or
she
you're
wants you to
really
say,
probably gonna turn her off.
and you're gonna turn it off. That too, because that does exist as well. That's probably gonna be like the most common thing. Um, literally, all like when I got to know Mercy, all I had to do was just ask her specific questions about like her childhood, like how she grow up, what's her relationship with her family, you know, how does she handle certain situations. Don't be afraid to have actual like deep conversations too. I think that's like a thing that people like don't do well enough is just like really have like deep conversations. And part of it's because men don't really know how to communicate well and talk about their feelings well and talk about how they were raised or any of that. Um, but yeah, just come on, stop asking how they.
What do I bring to the table?
Yeah, like it's crazy.
No, I'm asking you.
Oh,
This is a trick question. I'm just kidding.
I wasn't gonna answer the question. Yeah, because girls do it all the time. When a girl wants to know what you like, what they're gonna do is just gonna ask you, "Hey, what do you do for a living?" That's literally one answer for you. That she like, if she wants to figure out what kind of guy you are or what she's looking for, she's not gonna ask you what you bring to the table. She's gonna be like, "What do you do for a living?" And based on what you do for a living, she's gonna have an idea of what she thinks of you. You're either gonna get higher on her totem pole or you're gonna get lower on her totem pole, depending on how you answer that question. And there's other stuff too.
Jared, what is that?
It's just
Is it a fly?
yeah.
Okay. Was it
Um,
actually?
I couldn't tell it's fast, but
Okay.
yeah. I can't wait until we don't have to do this stuff outside anymore because she'd be losing her mind. I swear. Jesus.
Yeah. Just 2 months. 2 months.
2 months. 2 months. 2 months of
I'm
counting.
excited.
Me too, actually. Our price went up. What we were willing to spend on an apartment after she
You want to tell
learned
mine?
after she learned about
After
when.
you learned.
No, but then I updated you, so you learned it as well. Thank you very much. Going into plumbing, I thought that was going to be a two year course. Um, only to find out that was only 9 months.
Yeah. So why did you think it was 2 months?
All right, so hear me out. I want you guys to follow my thinking here.
Good luck.
So at like a normal average college, 4-year college, you have a major. You're majoring in something particular, but they'll force you to be there for 4 years, taking a bunch of classes that don't really matter for your major, but you still do it. You're automatically spending 4 years at bare minimum at a college, right? So I assumed at a community college, you're spending at bare minimum 2 years. You're gonna have the major that you're going for, and then they're gonna give you a whole bunch of bullshit just to kind of get you, dude, uh, for 2 years, right? So I assumed I'm gonna be there for 2 years, and my major is gonna be plumbing, and then I'm gonna have to do some random shit. I only learned that I didn't have to do no random shit, and I could just go straight into the major that I'm going for and do only the courses that are focused on my major. That major only lasts 9 months, and then I'm out the door.
So like, you wouldn't think to like look into it?
It's actually very difficult. It's actually very difficult to find clear like start date and end date of plumbing specifically. They tell you when the fall semester starts and when the spring semester starts and ends, but it doesn't tell you how each course starts and ends. Actually,
Oh,
it doesn't give you dates.
okay.
So that's why I'm like, I didn't think it was gonna be.
I've been shading you about that.
Yeah, yeah. So, yeah. So it's only been 9 months. So now her knowing that's only gonna be 9 months, that means I'm out a lot sooner. That means I can help her pay with shit, and then we could actually afford more expensive stuff.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have a nice apartment with a washer and dryer. Okay. If you don't got a washer and dryer, you need to get one. Okay.
Oh my god.
And then also,
You just tell them to get their money up, huh?
get your money up.
Oh
period.
my god. Yeah, because we have so much money.
We do. And also we gotta live by a grocery store.
Yes, that's just 2 requirements. Washer, dryer, live near a grocery store.
Mhm.
Because I mean, what, this winter coming up.
Once winter hits, I'm not trying to go anywhere far.
And like, I think you said that this winter is supposed to be one of the coldest ever.
Yeah, my manager at my job told me that this winter. No, not my manager. One of my employees.
Employees.
Damn, that sounds crazy.
Colleagues?
One of my coworkers.
One of my employees in my
one of my
business.
coworkers.
Ouch, I think it's really
Yeah, said that's supposedly this year is supposed to be like the coldest winter in Minnesota.
I'm scared.
So I'm not looking forward to that. But I don't have to work during the winter. So all I have to really worry about is going to class and not freezing to death while I'm going there.
Yeah, that's like a pretty good deal.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm excited. I'm excited for the moving part, but I love putting things where they should be. I think that'll be fun. Because like when I first moved, what?
No, I'm just agreeing with you.
Because when I first moved into my apartment, I had nothing. It was empty. So now I have like stuff to furnish it. It'll be so fun, like deciding, okay, is this couch gonna go on this wall or this wall?
Yeah.
Where are we gonna mount the TV? And it'll be so fun.
Oh, don't worry about the TV. I got that figured out.
Oh my gosh.
As soon as I walk in, I'm gonna be like, yep, right there. That's where it goes.
Yeah, that's gonna be fun. And it's also, we don't have to argue about what we're keeping, because you have like 2 things.
Yeah, my room is, well, I don't have a lot of shit in my room. To me, I don't have a lot of shit in my room. A lot of it's easily transferable, and then not to mention I'm not like a hoarder, so I'm okay with like getting rid of some shit too.
Yeah. I think the only thing that really we're keeping is like your desk, and then like your TV stand.
Yeah.
Then mirror. The mirror will be nice.
Yeah. The clothes.
Oh yeah.
Some of the clothes. Yeah. Yeah, I don't have too much stuff to bring.
Yeah, if you're looking for a full size frame, bed frame, and mattress, hit me up. I got you. Not yet, but I got you in a couple months.
Yeah. So I can't wait for that. Can't wait to have that experience, and we might record that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like a little vlog.
Little vlog, show us the new spot,
Well, I don't think it's a good idea to do it while we're living there.
Oh, yeah. You don't want to get robbed.
Yeah.
That shit.
We could do a little move-in vlog though. Actually, I don't know how fun that is. Or like what? Well, if we were to vlog, we could vlog the process of looking.
You know what I want to do?
What?
I was thinking about this. If our YouTube channel still up by this point, I want to do like a come with me. We're going to change this faucet out.
Oh, you want to do
like if we get like our own house or something?
Oh, like projects?
Yeah, like a little like home project.
Cool, yeah.
Just like I could show them like how to like replace or change something out.
Yeah, I'll be a little.
Obviously, you could probably look this shit up on YouTube, but
why not?
Why not? Yeah, you've been with us, yeah. So might as well check it out with us.
Might as well.
But yeah, I could take you guys out to like an adventure, go to like Home Depot or Lowe's or some shit, or I could build like what are those things called in the backyard? Not playground.
A swing?
No, not a swing. What like you could stick like seats under it. What are they called?
Seats under it. Oh, a gazebo?
Gazebo, yeah. I can build like a gazebo.
He's really excited to enter his like manly building era.
Yeah, it's so much fun. I really think that some of the stuff that we glamorize as like a society, like, oh, it's so wow, that's such a like a guy thing to do, or it's such a girl thing. But like it really is like dude, it really does like something in us just really like activates
Mhm.
some primal shit. Yeah. Like I feel like that's the you. I feel like you feel that way too at times, where
Yeah.
it's just like something that's just like, oh, girls love this, and girls do love it. Like it's just like a thing.
Mhm.
Like when you look at like babies,
Yeah.
it's just like I don't
I
get the
don't want
same
one.
sensation she gets from it.
But these people have the cutest babies, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
I
So
would show him. He's always like,
kind of honestly, I was gonna say no, but I kind of do act like that sometimes. I'm just kind of like it's another baby. I don't.
so cute though.
I don't really feel it, but yeah, I can't wait to go into my Bob the Builder arc. You know?
Bob the Builder.
Yeah, it's gonna be so much fun.
Oh my
I'll be
god.
sawing and cutting and
I want to help.
drilling.
You're gonna have a little handy dandy assistant.
I'm okay with that.
Okay.
I seen how you work at your uncle's. I'm happy you're not afraid to use it.
Yeah, my uncle had a saw, and he had a branch on the ground, and I was like, "Let me cut it up."
Yeah.
And I cut it up.
I'm gonna have my like little warehouse in the garage and stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Give you a little workbench.
Yeah,
I actually don't know what that looks like.
I know what it looks like.
Okay, I'm gonna look at a picture.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
these are goals in the future that we're gonna have. And
Mhm. Period.
you're gonna see us progress, grow,
Yeah.
hopefully, maybe.
What?
Well, I'm just saying if the channel's still up
Oh.
as we're growing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you can see it all on Instagram. Link down in the bio.
Jesus.
Do you have a fun fact for us? You kind of shared throughout, but do you have another thing you want to share with us about plumbing? I actually think these are pretty interesting.
Plumbing.
What is potable water, Dre?
Potable water is water you could use to bathe / clean, cook, and drink. Those are potable. That's like the three main things that you would consider potable water. So if you hear that a country doesn't have potable water, that means they don't have any of the three of cleaning, bathing, drinking, or there was a video that
Okay.
there was a video that I watched where there's a little girl in Africa that has to travel like 3.7, 8 point something miles.
3.7, 8 point something, completely
I know
different.
she has to travel like at a distance basically to go to a water source to get water for her family. Keep in mind she has to do this probably missing class, missing work, or something like that. And as she's getting the water there isn't even clean. It's contaminated. So most of those people that are getting it, they're getting viruses, they're getting bacteria, and there is like about a little over 2 billion people in the world don't have potable water.
Really sad.
So that's about 1 in 10. If you put that in like a smaller scale, 1 in 10 people don't have potable water. So if you can, in your spare time, look into that. Maybe donate. Water is probably one of the most important resources a human being could have. What's the longest a human being could go without water?
I don't know. Do you know?
Like 30 days? What was it?
Oh, that's way longer than I thought.
Or is it a week or 2 weeks?
I don't know. How do you spell potable?
Potable.
Okay. I thought it had 2 T's in it. Sounds like it would have 2 T's. But pot table.
The general consensus is that people can survive for around 3 days without water.
Well,
so keep that in mind. 1 in 10 people don't have potable water, and the longest you can really go without water is 3 days.
So if you have 2 of the 3, like you can bathe and clean with it, and you can drink it, you can't. What's the third one?
What'd you say?
What are the 3? Bathe, clean,
drink, and cook.
Cook. If you can't cook with it, but you can bathe and clean. You have to have all 3 for it to be potable. All 3 criteria.
Well, if you can't cook it with it, how can you drink it?
I don't know. Okay. Never mind.
To me, in my brain, if you can't use it for one thing, then you probably can't. It's not safe to do it for any of the other stuff.
Hmm. Okay.
So, yeah. Let me read the rest of that because I think I just lied to y'all. The general consensus is that people can survive for around 3 days without water, with estimates typically ranging from 2 days to a week. Wilderness guides often refer to the rule of three, which says that a person can live for 3 minutes without oxygen, 3 days without water, and 3 weeks without food.
Wow.
So keep that in mind when you're thinking about turning on your faucet. Somebody out there doesn't have that ability. Yeah.
Thank you for sharing.
Yeah, no problem. Comment below. What should we have them comment below?
What's something that they're looking forward to this week? I'm looking forward to this basketball game
We're going to the Lynx game tomorrow.
Today.
I'm losing track of time.
You get 3 days off in a row
3
and you
days
don't know
off,
where you are.
Man. This is like the longest I get like days off. So yeah, we're going to the Lynx game. This is my first WNBA game. I'm actually really excited to see them hoop.
Be a good game.
Yeah. Was it Lynx versus Mercury? So I think is Brittany Griner? Is she still on the Mercury team?
I thought she was.
I think she's still on the Mercury team. So I can't wait to see her.
Yeah.
Still learning names, so don't know everybody's names like that, but I'll probably recognize some faces for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
be sure to comment that, like the video, subscribe, and most importantly, click
the link below. I was trying to think of something for them to like comment below.
Oh, what they're looking forward to this week.
I guess yeah. What you looking forward to this week? What are you looking forward to do for this fall?
Ooh, I really wish we had a fire pit.
We're gonna get. That's another thing that I want to get when we get our own house is a fireplace. Yeah. So what you looking for this weekend? What you looking forward to do this fall? And then also, out of the three things that is potable in your house, which could you go the longest without? I think I know the answer for most people.
The bathing.
Yeah, people will probably stay funky before
they go hungry or thirsty.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Thanks for watching.
Deuces.
Bye.